Hi, Courtney. I'm glad to see you today. How are you?
I'm doing pretty decent. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you for asking. Pretty decent, huh? That's a new emotion that we haven't explored yet. Let's explore that right now.
Yeah, so things have been starting to look up like a lot actually.
Mhm.
Um, yes, things at work are still kind of rocky with me and my manager,
Mhm.
but one of my biggest concerns with leaving and finding a new job kind of got squashed. And like I got like an extra boost of confidence. So it feels like that's one aspect of my life that's doing a lot better and not causing me stress.
What do you mean it got squashed? Tell me more.
So you know how I was talking about how I was like really nervous about leaving my client or my
Mhm.
residents, I should say. Mostly because I didn't want them to feel like I was abandoning them and that I was putting myself above their needs and just stuff like that.
Mhm.
Well, my clients today, or at least two of my clients, I keep calling them clients, my residents.
Mhm.
They actually told me that they are so excited for me to take a step into the direction of becoming a counselor because they are very supportive and they know that like I would be amazing at it with how much I've helped them out
Mhm.
and that they want to see me leave so that way I can grow and not just feel like I'm stuck in an area because of my loyalty to them and to my job.
Mhm. What an awesome feeling that must be.
Yeah, like I didn't think that they could register all of that with
Mhm.
like all of their different mental blockers.
Mhm.
But the fact that like and it was like two of my older residents too. So
Mhm.
like my oldest and then my middle guy. They
Mhm.
were the ones that are both just like, it's okay, because we know that like you're going to do something that's going to help way more than just us.
Mhm.
And I was just like, oh, my heart.
That's so great. So, I do have a question for you,
Okay,
and
shoot.
I don't want you to be alarmed. As you know, I am a student, so going from the beginning, um, our time will have to end. Me and yours time will have to end.
Yeah.
You and your therapy time don't have to end, but me and yours just. Um, how would you know that you are ready to be done with counseling?
Um, that's actually a really good question because it's something that I've also been thinking about since
Hmm.
like we have been navigating all of the stressors in my life and helping me like keep working on the coping skills that I already have, as well as the new ones that we've been developing between like our sessions and just going over like the stuff I've also been learning in school.
Hmm.
And honestly, I am starting to feel like I still need the training wheels on just a little bit, but I feel like I'm almost ready to be done with counseling, at least for now, and maybe just switch to like more of like a maintenance kind of counseling.
Okay, kind of like an outpatient type of maybe like once a month thing instead of every 2 weeks.
Like maybe once every couple of months to like to
Okay.
check in and stuff
Hmm.
like that. Like nothing as like more like standard and like routine, just I
Hmm.
pop in, make sure that like all of like the safety nets and stuff are in
Hmm.
place, that I'm still following with like my self-care, I'm still following with like all of my coping skills,
Hmm.
stuff like that.
Okay. So, because there's no right or wrong answer. So when it comes to coping skills, what are some of the coping skills that you've been using lately?
One of the biggest ones that I've been implementing is it's okay to put myself first
Hmm.
and that it doesn't make me a terrible person.
Hmm.
It doesn't make me selfish.
Hmm.
It just means that I'm actually doing what I need to take care of myself in order to help take care of other people.
Absolutely.
I think the phrase is I can't fill from an empty cup.
Hmm.
So if I'm the cup and I'm empty, I can't be helping other people.
Hmm. So what about self-care? What are your main self-care stuff that you're using right now?
Um, my self-care has changed a little bit, but not by much. Like I more of like moved it to where it like actually fits like my very busy work schedule and my very busy school schedule.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still taking time to connect with my friends, even if
Mm-hmm.
it's through like FaceTime or something like that if we can't actually meet up in person. Um, I'm still taking time to at least like try to go see a movie at least once a week, or if
Mm-hmm.
not once a week, at least like once every like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's mostly just using the points that I have on my movie app
Mm-hmm.
because if I get a free movie ticket, I might as well use it.
Yeah.
And it gives me like anywhere between 2 to 3 hours of decompression time where I'm focusing on something that's not my life. And then I feel refreshed to like deal with my life. Um,
Understandable.
and then also at least taking one weekend a month away from work and school where I go and I like hang out with somebody outside of my state.
Mm-hmm. Change of scenery is always nice.
Yep. And then I have like about 4 days because I take a 4 day weekend
Mm-hmm.
to like have that decompression time.
To refresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you've learned a lot since we've been talking. Overall, I mean, how do you feel overall after our sessions?
I definitely am in a lot more of a better headspace now than I was in when we first started. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm being crushed by all of this stress and anxiety.
That's good. So on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being your worst and 10 being your best, how would you rate that?
When we first started, I would say that I was probably at about a 2, 2.5 with the level of stress and anxiety. And now I would probably I'm probably at like a 7, 7.5.
Okay, that's great improvement. I always like to see the sliding scale because it helps me visualize, what's going on. So we have a couple minutes left of our session. I do want to ask, for follow up, if it's okay if you sign an ROI, which is a release of information to the next client or to your next clinician, so I can kind of give them the lowdown on what we've been talking about and, kind of your transition and such like that. Uh,
Yeah, just a clarifying question. How soon would the change be happening?
I mean, we still have a few sessions left. I'm not leaving you right now, but I will. I'm just preparing everybody for when I do and get all this paperwork together and things like that. But when it does happen, I will definitely 100% let you know. You'd be the first to know.
Okay, then yeah, I'm definitely comfortable signing the ROI.
Now, I definitely want to make this transition as smooth as possible for the both of us.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, so we have about a minute and a half left. Is there anything else that you'd like to talk about before we
Um, I think right now, like, I am still feeling some anxiety, mostly because
Mhm.
the new job that I applied for like 2 weeks ago still hasn't reached out.
Mhm.
And like I even sent them an email letting them know that like email's the best way to get a hold of me unless I know specifically what number to use like they're calling me from.
Mhm.
Um, but like I don't know. I don't know how long it takes people to go through applications before setting up like interviews or letting them know like what kind of direction they're going in. So like I'm kind of anxious about that.
Yeah, I mean, going on a new job adventure is scary and exciting all at the same time. So, um, I would definitely keep following up with them, um, you know, to see what that looks like. Um,
Yeah, like I'm still hoping for the best,
mhm,
but I am prepared for a no.
mhm,
And I was probably gonna wait like another like week or two before I like reach out to them again. So that way
mhm.
I'm not just like flooding their inbox of like, hey, I'm that annoying applicant. Answer me.
Right, right. I understand. Um, so we can explore that, our next session. I'd like to
Okay.
explore that, to see what kind of follow up we have with that. Um, So you said back in like a month?
Yeah.
Okay. I will put you on the schedule.
Okay, I'll see you then.
Okay, see ya.
Alrighty. So, you did really well with your nonverbal cues. You were leaning in, you were nodding your head, you had mm-hms. Um, and then I think I read somewhere that that like another like nonverbal cue is like a head tilt. And like you did this little head tilt, like, tell me more about that. And I just thought it was the best thing ever. Uh, did really good with your encouragers to get your client to open up more and validating their feelings and experience. And I think you did well with the student perspective. And yeah, I think there was one area where I felt like you stumbled a little bit, but I mean, you did fantastic this time. So,
Yay, growth.
mhm, mhm. So,
I have no notes.
mhm.
You actually showed a lot of confidence and you've definitely grown in not really like stumbling as much over your words
Mhm.
and just over like the whole progress of the last seven seven of these before now, right? What are
Mhm.
we on? However many of these practice videos, I've
this
definitely
this
seen
one's
a lot of
practice
growth.
8. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're good.
8.
But you've definitely improved a lot.
Yay, I
I
love to hear
agree. I agree. So, alright.